Hello, all you Bramble familiars. It's me, Kathleen from Loading Ready Run, here with DJ from the Jumbo Commander YouTube channel.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. Go follow them on YouTube, but also follow us on YouTube. Bongle our dongles, you cowards. Well, that's quite forward.
Do you know what, people, they respond well to that. I think you're going to get a lot of likes and subscribes because of that.
It would not be the first time somebody has said, yes, Kathleen, I like it when you're mean to me, which brings up a lot of uncomfortable possibilities. But you know what's not uncomfortable? How color coordinated we are with the set.
Oh my gosh. We're so attractive.
We are. Yeah. We're great. Bongle our dongles, you cowards. Anyhow, but also, Wilds of Eldraine. We're here to open a boosty pack. Well, I say we. It's you, DJ. You're here to open it.
I get to open this up. Oh, what a wonderful collector booster.
So, first of all, thank you so much to Wizards of the Coast for the pack. I hope that it brings you many delightful things for Commander.
Oh my gosh, I'm very excited. Let's do it. All right, first up, we have Prophetic Prism. We know what it does, and it draws you a card. That's the most important thing.
It's all good.
And it's a lot of different colors, too, because it helps you fix your mana. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I play that. You should play that.
I mean, depending on the format, that's a first pick.
You're going to first pick that?
Well, I haven't seen the rest of the pack. It's the first thing. Okay,
sorry.
So far...
This is a collector booster. There's shiny stuff in here that you can first pick.
That's true, but
it's rare draft.
Is it pack 3?
It's in pack 3, and I made so many mistakes along the way. First pick that Prophetic Prism. I love it. The next card we have is Vantress Transmuter, and this is an adventure card. So it's like a 2-for-1. It's like we opened up 2 cards just now.
Love that.
We got a sorcery that, and then we've got ourselves a nice little wizard over there.
3/4 for 4 for blue. That's excellent.
Sign me up.
Yeah. Oh, and it makes a cursed roll token. So if you care about enchantments, which sometimes I do. I don't want to get any, I don't want to make promises to enchantments, though.
It's true.
Can't write checks. My mouth can't cash to enchantments. What's the next card?
Next card coming up is Hopeless Nightmare. This is actually kind of an interesting card. It's a single black for an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. I'm wondering if you can mono black burn some people with this. Run some Bump in the Nights, run some of this to be able to be burn them out, do some direct damage in black. What do you think?
And then when you get put into the graveyard, you get to scry as well, and you can, so it's only 1 mana?
Some scry action, yeah.
That's great. I've played Mind Rot before, and this is cheaper.
There we go. We did it. And each opponent too, so for all those black burn commander decks you have out there.
You know what? I love a challenge.
Yeah, for sure. All right, next up, Frostbridge Guard. This is the tapper of the set, but look at that art. Look at how shiny that guy is. One of the things I like about this tapper is that it's just a 2-mana 2/2. That's just fine.
He's just good on its own.
Yeah, and then the tap down is expensive, that's fine, but he'll attack, and then later on he'll guard, he'll stab some people and then
I love that. I love it that it's useful whenever you draw it in the game.
Exactly.
It doesn't do anything until you've got it's not sitting there like a plank until you can actually put the mana in.
But so far we're ramping up to bigger and better things.
That's true.
I can feel it in this.
I feel like I'm still first picking Prophetic Prism without knowing where we're going, right? Stay open.
Well, can I convince you into a Tanglespan Lookout?
Oh, that's the card that when an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you draw a card?
Yeah, absolutely. You are a master of this set already, my gosh.
It's in my sealed pool.
It is whenever an aura enters the battlefield, so it's a little bit more limited, but drawing cards is just great in almost every situation. Well,
I mean, the roll tokens are auras, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Oh. Just throw them all over the place and draw a bunch of cards. Oh my gosh, we've got a mouse. It's the Cheeky House Mouse. I know, I really like this Cheeky House Mouse. I think it's really good. I like 1 mana 2/1s in general. I think that they're really good. I'm excited to put this in my cube because you need a critical mass of 1 mana 2/1s. And then this has a whole other ability where you get to pump up another creature. And look at how cute he is too.
It's very good.
This is a set full of very, very cute critters.
Excellent. It's also got really good flavor text. I feel like I can hear the flavor text.
What's the flavor text?
Get back here, vile rodent. I was almost done cursing that ring. It really tells a story, a rich narrative unfolded, and then this is the fragment we get.
I want rich narratives in all of my sealed pools. Really. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Next, we have Night of the Sweet Revenge.
Oh.
This is cool. This is an enchantment.
This is the car. You were watching carbs? No, the carbs were watching you.
This is so fun. Okay, so Night of the Sweet's Revenge is a 4-mana enchantment, and it creates foods, but more importantly, like, it powers up your foods. Just imagine you put a ton of food tokens onto the battlefield, and then now they all turn into mana rocks, which is a very kind of interesting ability, especially if you're going super big in tokens.
I love this. This seems very powerful. That's like the payoff for the food deck.
Yeah. Or those big food strategies, you know what I mean? Like, people are making foods and clues and treasure all over the place in Commander, and then suddenly you can turn them into mana. That's pretty cool.
Oh,
I like that.
That's degenerate. I love that.
Yes. The next thing we have is a swamp. And can I just say that these storybook full art basics are gorgeous.
I love these full art lands.
I love the way
as
that
well.
they look so much, and I like that it's foil. I'm gonna collect them all. It's gonna be great. They're gonna go in so many different decks. So now we're moving on to some more fancy cards. Compulsion.
Ooh.
Yeah, old school. Look at this. Look at this storybook art. So again, it's like not traditional Magic art. It like looks like a story, and they're throwbacks to like cards that, you know, we've seen played. And Compulsion used to be like a big staple. People played it a lot back in the day.
This card is also in my sealed pool, and I opened it, and Wheeler was like, "Ooh!" And I was like, "Oh, is this a Boomer Magic card, Wheeler?"
Yes, it so is a Boomer Magic card. I love it. I think it's a fun card. It is totally Boomer Magic. You're absolutely right. Okay, next we have a cool art. It's Utopia Sprawl. Look, you want to fix your mana, right? I want to fix my mana. We all want to fix our mana. Let's do it in style with Utopia Sprawl. Now, you have to enchant a forest, but that's okay because it's going to fix all your mana. You have to tap green for it anyways. And it looks so shiny and pretty.
I remember that card. That's from Dissension. That's my Boomer Magic era. I didn't play Dissension. I just like Ravnica.
Look, 1 mana ramp is so good. Whether it's a Mana Dork, a Birds of Paradise, or an enchantment that you can stick on a forest, like, this is a staple in Commander, and it looks gorgeous, so I'm really excited that it's been reprinted. Next thing we have is some fairies. We have Twinning Twins.
Those Twinning Twins.
Look at these little Twinning Twins. Look at these little fairies. All right, so they've got Flying and Vigilance and Ward 1. I mean, I would really like to have, you know, a 4-mana 4/4 flyer in my sealed pool for sure. But we also have an instant adventure.
You can exile target non-token creature and then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Yeah, you can.
So good. Protect your creatures, save it, put it in those flicker decks, all those Yorion decks you got.
Oh, white blue isn't the color of flickering things, is it? No, it's fine.
All right, next up we have another white-blue card, Hilda of the Icy Crown.
She cares about tapping things. You can use your Frostbridge Guard.
Oh my gosh, there's synergy in here, but Hilda cares a lot about tapping things. You create some 2/2s, you put plus some counters on things, you scry and then draw a card. Like, that's a lot of different things that you can do.
Oh, it does even more, because you said you create some 2/2s. No. You create a 4/4.
A 4/4.
And whenever you tap an untapped creature, you can pay 1, and if you do, you get to choose, scry 2 and then draw a card.
That's
put
really
a
good.
+1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Sometimes good, sometimes not. Or create a 4/4 white and blue elemental creature token.
I didn't like quite realize how good this card is, and now it's like just crazy.
Bananas.
It's crazy. Is this from the Commander set?
No, this is in the. This is in my sealed pool.
No, it's not.
And it's in my deck.
Oh my God.
Spoilers. If you've already seen my deck at this point, hopefully I drew her.
You put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control.
Yeah, but if you don't have any creatures, you can get a 4/4 as a to make up for it. Well, I guess you'd have to have one other creature.
Oh my gosh.
If she was your only creature on your board, I think you make the 4/4.
I think you do too, but you still just made a 4/4 for single mana.
Magnifique.
All right. Next, we're coming up on some of our last cards. Next, we have Horned Loch Whale.
Oh.
I know. And this has the storybook art on it. It looks really good. We've got just a 6/6 flashy ward big old whale. This is nice. I like this kind of card. Here, you want to take a look at it?
It's a big chonker, and it comes with an instant called Lagoon Breach. The owner of target attacking creature you don't control puts it on the top or bottom of their library. Get out of here.
That is such a like punishing removal spell, because a lot of times it's aimed at something you like and you're just like, I'll draw it again next turn.
Such
Gives you those feeling.
It's such a setback. I feel like if it's less than a 3/3, I might just put it on the bottom of my library.
And then it's just full-on removal attached to this gigantic whale.
Yeah, then the whale comes out and gets you. The whale's got flash too, so you can cast it whenever you have. You could just sit there at 6 mana.
It's just sitting your adventure zone, your exile zone, adventures face up. Everyone can see it. It's just like,
Whale's gonna get you.
the whale's gonna come. The whale's gonna come.
Whale's gonna get you.
You want to attack? Well, there's a whale over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's even got ward. Jeez.
On-board tricks.
But it enters the battlefield tapped unless it's your
Not gonna
turn.
get you. Yeah.
So it's not going to get you. Matt cut all that.
But do you know what it can do? It can just sit in the adventure zone and everyone can just be like, the whale is coming.
Yeah.
The whale is coming.
You know that whale is coming.
Yeah.
When is it coming? Well, probably it's not entering on their turn because it enters tapped. But you can flash it in.
But you're holding up counter spells, obviously, right?
Obviously. And then you can just, if they don't do anything because they're too scared of your counter spells or your whale, you can just bring the whale in at the end of their turn and then it's untapped on your turn and it's ready to go.
Ready to attack.
It's like it has haste as long as you pay 6 mana on somebody else's turn.
The best kind of haste.
That's the haste blue gets.
All right. Now, we have a spicy one. Necropotence. In the special art, full art, Necropotence is such a broken card. All right, so Necropotence is black, black, black for an enchantment, and you can just pay life to set aside cards, then you get to draw all of them. So you could just basically be like, all right, I'm gonna I have 3 cards in hand, I'll set aside 6 life, and at the end of your turn, you get 6 cards in. Now you have to discard down to 7, but you still got the best cards you can. In Commander, you can just
you start with so much life in Commander.
I know.
Start with 40 life, that's so many cards.
It is a very broken card. It's really, really powerful. But the best case scenario is when your opponent has it and you mind control them and make them draw themselves to death. That's the best one.
I mean, I was going to say that what really holds this card in check is that there's no way to gain life in black. Yeah, I mean...
There's a downside to this. There is a downside. Like, you skip your draw step.
Yeah.
You're going to draw so many more cards.
Oh, but...
It's like not even a downside at all.
Yeah, but they can't, like, if you have enough life, you can just go. And then, you know, you can get as greedy as you want and you'll never mill out.
Oh, it's so good. Now, what do you think about this art? Because this is not the normal storybook style art. This is the special anime style art.
I mean, it looks sick. That's a necro. That's some sort of wizard casting some sort of spell. They look like they're having a great time. They're living their best life, and if you resolve this, so will you.
For sure. I'm really happy that I got to open like a pure Commander staple for one of my cards. And we've got 1 card left. We've already won, you know what I mean? Like, we've already done a good job. But we have Virtue of Persistence, another mythic, and this is a 7 mana enchantment, and this just lets you like pull a creature back every single turn. It's just like reanimate a creature every single turn. Like I think in Black White it's like Debtor's Knell. Like, it used to be this similar effect, but it's powerful. Just every turn you get something back.
Yeah, the sorcery is target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. You gain 2 life. That's great for 2 mana. It is a sorcery, whatever, but Virtue of Persistence, you don't get your creatures back. You get target creature from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. That is nasty. But the foily treatment of this is so nice.
Storybook style foily treatment. I really like it. Look, you want a sorcery to keep yourself alive to get to the big 7-drop enchantment that just will take over the game because you just keep bringing back creatures over and over and over again.
There's a lot of blue and black in this pack. It color coordinates with us and the set.
Oh my gosh, it's Destiny.
Perfect. All right, so what's your first pick?
We're playing for like sealed, the PPR.
No, this is a draft. This is the most decadent draft, and this is what has been passed around.
The most decadent of drafts. I think I'd take the Virtue because it's just a removal spell. So like on its face value, it's just good. I don't even know if I'm going to get to the 7 mana, but if I ever do get up to 7 mana and resolve this, like, I don't think you can lose that game when you bring back a creature every single turn. But just at its face value, you just kill a thing and gain a little bit of life. That's just good. What do you think you're going to take?
Well,
Prophetic Prism, done. No.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was a very strong contender, but I think I'm just gonna take Necropotence and force mono black.
Ooh. That sounds really great. Wait, you wouldn't take your, like, super Azorius? Do you know what? You're probably gonna change your mind after you play with this card and you realize that making 4/4s and buffing your entire team is insane.
But that's 2 colors, and Necropotence is like, well, now you just have to. Basically,
so
do you want to
devoted to
just
black,
be
it's
mono
basically
black?
mono
And it's like, oh, decisions made. Problem solved. Speaking of decisions made and problem solved, the problem of what to put in between these 2 rounds of the PPR has now been solved because DJ and I have successfully opened this collector's booster. So if you're watching in the PPR, stay tuned, we'll be right back. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. You should bongle our dongles and bongle DJ's dongles on Jumbo Command.
Yeah.
I didn't like get any consent before I started
like ask people to jungle my dongle. Sorry, I don't know what
all this Canadian slang we're teaching you. Anyhow, subscribe to both of these YouTube channels.
Yes.
Have a great day. Thank you, everybody, and thank you, Wizards, for the pack.